Well, we're down at Quarterbridge on a fairly busy day. The TT is still going on, but in just a week or so's time, this is going to be quite different. There's lots of roadworks planned for here and further up towards the Fort North roundabout. Richard Pearson, Highway Director, this is not going to go down well.
Well, there's never a good time to do roadworks on the Isle of Man, and the island is a very busy place with the TT and all the other events that we cram into the annual calendar. So we have to do them sometime, and I'm afraid after TT we wanted to let people know that there were some big roadworks on the A5 New Castletown Road between QB and Norfolk Roundabout up at Cool Road, Quebec.
They're in two phases now. The top one, actually not you, that's a developer is having to do some work.
Yeah, starting from Monday immediately after TT, so that's Monday the 11th, there will be a full road closure on the A5 New Castletown Road. That will actually only be in place between the roundabout at Core Road and Annika Road. However, that is a full closure. That is for Haven Homes to complete a foul sewer connection across the A5. Unfortunately, there was no easier way to do it. We'd have preferred to do it in two halves, but having discussed it with them, it's just not practical to do that. So it's a full closure.
For how long?
That is 5 days if all goes well.
And this is 5 working days, is it?
That is 5 working days, Paul, I'm afraid, yes.
Okay, I can just hear the sort of pain here, because I mean this is obviously a major road, isn't it?
It is a major road, however there are diversion routes which will be in place, so people coming from the south will be able to go down Quebec and down South Quay and that way as an alternative, and people coming out of town will be able to use Vicarage Road and Saddle Road, so there are alternative routes that should be quite viable for people.
I think people should assume that a lot of roadworks are always done the winter. That was a quieter period. So why have you picked what technically could be the holiday period and you know more people over here on holiday?
Well, I'm afraid we're doing roadworks all the year round. We obviously have a workforce who need to be occupied all the year round, and there's a massive backlog of work needed to be done on the highways. So I'm afraid we've just got to get on with it.
Well, the second phase is this part now we're on here. So just basically before the NSC, how far up is that going to go?
The work that is our work as opposed to developers' work is the section just down from QB, where we in fact finished resurfacing last time, up past the junction of Saddle Road. That is what we call a deep plane, so we're taking off about 100 millimetres of road surface. The foundation is sound, but we'll be replacing the black road surface effectively on top of the old foundation. We'll be using a geogrid to strengthen the foundation as we put that in, and also instead of a zebra crossing just down from Saddle Road at the moment, we'll be putting in what's called a puffin crossing, which is essentially just a pelican crossing that senses whether pedestrians are actually there or not. So if some wag comes up and presses the button and runs off, it won't change. You have to have a pedestrian there for it to change.
So this is not work you've already done, you're re-digging up or anything, this is just continuing on from where you left off last time?
Yeah, this is filling in a gap between 2 previous projects. So this means that the whole section through there will be reconstructed to a good standard, and of course it is part of our primary route network, so it's an important part of the network that people use regularly, and takes a lot of traffic.
So bar that weekend break, is it going to be back-to-back road closure here then?
This part of the roadworks will not be done under a road closure. It will mainly be done under a single lane. However, instead of having traffic signals and allowing traffic to alternatively go in different directions, we've decided that it will work better if we keep one lane open to traffic leaving Douglas going to the south. So it will be a one-way lane exiting the capital going south. Traffic coming in from the south wanting to get into Douglas will need to use Quebec and South Quay. Of course, there will be some advantages to people coming from Peel, because there'll be no traffic opposing their route into Douglas.
Wouldn't it be more ideal to have it one way on the, in the mornings coming into Douglas, and then at night time reversing that flow so get people out? Isn't that where your major flows are going to be?
No, we feel that this will work better this way round. It'll be less confusing for people, and we think this will have most advantage because it will mean, as I say, that people coming from Peel will have a clear run in and out, and there is a good viable alternative route for people coming from the south.
So once TT's finished, how long between those different roadworks before everything's back to normal?
Well, our works will, as it were, run from the 17th, so that's Sunday, the one way, as it were, will go in, and our work should take 9 weeks to complete.
9 weeks, that's, people find that going to be hard to fathom what takes 9 weeks to do that amount of road, but I'm sure you can justify it.
There's quite a long stretch of road there. If you look at it on the map, it looks rather short. If you actually come and have a look down here, you'll find that it's quite a few hundred metres of road to be partly reconstructed.
Okay. Finally, TT circuit, everyone was giving it the thumbs up. You did quite a lot of work over the last winter. You were happy with what you did?
Yes, I think the TT circuit was in excellent shape for this year's event. We've done quite a lot of roadworks, Glen Crutchery Road, we've done Signpost Corner. A bit earlier than that, we'd surface dressed the whole mountain in the previous year. We'd done some work on Lazaire Road, a little bit of temporary repair at Ramsey Hairpin, and we'd also done some of Solby Strait. So the course was in excellent shape for this year's event.